Everybody, Caleb here, back again with more Bad Fanfiction Theater, and we have a guest.
Greetings, mortals.
Yes, to you all. And to all a good night.
Well, are you all having a happy holiday season?
That was a hell of a way to start the show. So, we were going to do Root Her, but then Hushcha had a brilliant idea of maybe we should do a holiday fanfic.
Since we are actually having the opportunity to get together at about the time.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sure, why not? And read shitty fanfiction for Christmas. So, we looked around the internet and found a few things, but couldn't really find clean copies of them. And then I decided to look up, something along the lines of worst or strangest Christmas time fanfictions. And I found a gem, I think. If you want to call it that. Maybe I should call it a shiny turd. In honor of
well, we do have Golden Star turds, so...
Yes, which we do need to, pull together an award show or something.
Yes, we definitely do.
Leave your suggestions for categories of the so-called award show for the Golden Star turd, if you want. But anyway, so... I don't think we've read enough Twilight fanfiction on the show, do you?
Oh, no. As far as I'm concerned, you can never read too much Twilight fanfiction.
On this show.
On this show.
So, I bet you guys never associated Santa Claus with a certain vampire. You never knew that, did you? That Edward was secretly Santa Claus.
And you probably also never associated him with, I don't know, lingerie and hot sex.
Well...
You never know, you may have, but...
I don't know how to lead into this story because I'm just like, as soon as I saw it, I'm just like, wait, Edward is Santa Claus? Maybe we should read this. So we are reading it. We are reading Sexy Santa by Come Back Running XX on fanfiction.net.
Wait, that's their name?
Yeah, Come Back Running XX.
I didn't even notice that.
So let's get started.
All right.
I have been planning this story out for the longest time, and I have been waiting until it got close enough to Christmas to post it, and I am really cutting it close, lol. Okay, on to the story. I have been writing for over a month now, lol. Also, I changed the name back to Sexy Santa because I don't know. I really wasn't into the other name that much. What was the other name?
How the Bitch Stole Christmas.
Silence. I don't know if this is really relevant because I haven't read Twilight, but I'll read it anyway. Alice and Rose, 21 years old. Bella, 21 years old. Edward, 23 for some reason. Mike, 24. Whoever Mike is. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Wait.
Yes?
Um, but Alice and Rose and Edward and all them. I mean, Bella can be 21, but and Mike, I think he's one of the human dudes, so he could be 20.
Because they're vampires, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, they may look 21 or they may look whatever, but obviously Edward does not look 23 years old because he can fit in at a high school. I mean, maybe he does, but
I,
but I
I
always
think.
thought, he kind of looked a bit younger than that because, well, nobody commented on the fact that he's hanging around a high school.
Should I spoil something for you? Because I read that whole article before we clicked it and everything.
Oh, what?
Apparently, they're not vampires in this story. Everybody's human.
Uh,
Yeah, I know. Totally doesn't make any sense for it to be a Twilight fanfiction if they're all human, but
yeah,
whatever.
why the hell would you write a Twilight fanfic? That would be like writing a Harry Potter story where nobody uses magic, you know?
Like my immortal. Well, they did sort of use magic, but it wasn't any known magic. So, Sexy Santa, Chapter 1. Bella, come on. It will look amazing on you. Mike will love it, Alice excitedly exclaimed over the phone. Excitedly exclaimed. Maybe you should, have a different arrangement of words, but, that works.
She
Alice.
excitedly ejaculated over the phone. Hey,
All
it's
over the
it's
place.
technically proper.
All over my tits. Sorry, guys. This is a kind of a inside joke, sort of.
Yeah, sort of an inside joke that. But if you know me, you'll think nothing of it because I do say it quite often. So.
Alice, how many times do I need to tell you that I'm not dating Mike? Bella said, annoyed that her friend never stopped bugging her about Mike Newton. He
When did
had. Yes?
when did Bella and Alice become friends to this extent?
Uh, right now.
Well, okay.
He's had a major crush on her ever since her high school years, and Bella, you're the story just stated you're 21. It hasn't been that long since you were in high school. How can you refer it to your high school years yet? Whatever. And Bella recently bumped into him a couple of weeks ago. Mike had asked her out to dinner to catch up on all the years that passed by, which haven't been many.
Yeah, and also, why is that in drama quotes? Like
Maybe
to
he,
catch up on all the years that passed by.
I am
What were
not
they
really,
doing?
I'm not really interested in you. Just, your cunt. So open those links up and let's get to business, and you'll give me.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was just.
I know. Caleb did it again. What was that laugh?
Wow.
Look, I told you I was re-listening to the Pokemon story, and cut is said in there, so it's currently in my vocabulary at the moment until a couple of more weeks have passed.
It's just such a perfect soundbite though. Like you could take it out and paste it as a reaction to just about any bit of fan fiction there is. It's not interested in you. He is interested in one thing.
Just a certain body part, and then once he's off, he is off, and you will never see him again, unless you take him probably to child support court. But anyway.
Either that or until they write a sequel to the story, which they
Yes,
probably
yes.
never will.
On all the years that passed by, or that is what he told her. See, even she knows. Mike, on the other hand, had other ideas. He secretly tricked her into a date with him. When? He just asked you. How did he trick you? I don't get it. He secretly tricked her into a date with him. Bella, having the worst luck on the planet, played right into his plan. To say the date was bad was an understatement. Mike kept on making very lecherous comments to her the whole time, making her feel very uncomfortable. Ever since the lurid date, Alice keeps on teasing her about it.
Um,
Well,
one
that's not a
thing
very good friend if somebody was an ass to you and she's gonna make fun of you for it.
I know, like making light of something that made you extremely uncomfortable, but also Bella having the worst luck on the planet. Since when?
Yeah,
Even in the story, she seems to have extraordinarily good luck.
yeah. To
That's the
my
only reason she stays alive so long.
Yeah. To my understanding, Bella is more like, oh, woe is me, my life is so awful, when in fact it's not. It- uh, I'm like, you have a vampire and a werewolf, and they're both willing to die for you. Shut up and accept one of them. Or
And they,
both, as
they
I'm sure some fan fictions have probably done. I would lean more towards Jacob, being in the first book he was actually a nice guy, as opposed to everybody else that she was interested in who was a douche.
pretty much, yeah.
But anyway, oh come on, Bella. I have seen the way he looks at you. He really likes you. Bullshit if he's being an asshole and just wants her for sex. I mean, you even went on a date with him, for Christ's sakes, Alice responded, ignoring Bella's annoyance.
He really
Annoyed.
likes you. That's what they say when there's a dog humping your leg. Oh,
Yes.
he really likes you. So I think that's applicable.
And I'm still going, my mind's still flashing back to the Pokemon fanfic. because because I made a comment. This is how rapes happen. And that's exactly what happened. You know I like you, that I'd do anything for you, that I'm your trainer, right?
Oh, God.
And I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? No, please don't actually shit me. I don't need shit,
Yeah, you
but
should know better. You should know better than to invoke the topic of feces in this on
I
this show.
can't help it. Ah, it's a language thing. I can't stop it. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving
Can't
on.
stop the poop.
An ocean of poop. Okay, maybe he's into me. I am not into him though. He is so disgusting. You don't even know or want to know half of that. Come on, dude. It's not that hard to spell the. I mean, I've even accidentally mistyped that, but I can go take 2 seconds to go fix that and then continue on with the rest of my story. Th- the things he was saying to me for the last time, Alice, I didn't know it. You didn't know it was a date. He asked you on a date. You didn't know. You're stupid. I was tricked into it. No, you weren't. You were not. Bella responded, raising her voice a couple of octaves. So am I.
Octaves?
Yes, octaves.
I don't think. I don't. I don't think that's what the author meant. Because, like, if you're raising your voice in volume, it's different than raising your voice octaves. Because, like, if I'm raising my voice an octave, I start to talk like this. So, so like,
Well, I was
I,
gonna say in pitch, but
Yeah, maybe, but or like intensity, timbre, or something. But octaves. The last time, Alice, I didn't know it was a date. I was tricked into it.
Oh, come on, Bella. Do you realize how many women out there are probably begging to be admired by Mike the way you are?
Oh no, how many women?
Why? You just said he was an a-hole that just wanted you to have sex with him.
And honestly,
Why?
there are probably plenty of women who would like to be admired in exactly that way
Oh,
by him
woman,
because
not
they have
women.
no self-respect. But if you're actually friends with Bella, you should know she has more self-respect than that, supposedly.
You're a bad friend.
Seriously, a terrible friend.
Alice asked. He's handsome, funny, nice, and rich, because that's the most important thing when you're dating somebody is how much money that asshole's got. Fuck you, Alice.
Alice doesn't live here anymore.
Al- Alice who? I know nobody named Alice. He is anything but all of those, Alice. He is arrogant. He is an arrogant pull up his ass prick. Thank you. Bella growled into the phone. I don't know what that was. Alice let out an irritated groan. Whatever. You're a bitch. That is besides the point. No, it's not!
It should be beside the point rather than besides the point, because beside is different than besides.
What I am trying to get at is, did you even wear that Santa set rose? Oh, and I bought you for your birthday.
Why would you buy someone a Santa set for their birthday? Like, unless they were like a huge fan of Santa Claus.
Well, she doesn't have common sense when it comes to men, so
Apparently, she doesn't have common sense when it comes to gifts either.
no. I yeah, Bella stuttered as she looked around her apartment nervously. You are such a bad liar. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Why would she want to wear it? Always wear, always wear, were, bleh. Always were and always will be. When are you going to stop lying, Bella? You are a dick!
Yeah, honestly, friends like this, who need?
You cut out again.
I said, with friends like this, who needs enemies?
Yeah. Everyone can tell when you are lying, Alice said, amused. Judging from her tone of voice, Bella could tell she was smiling. Bella huffed in exasperation. Fine, I haven't worn it. I haven't had anyone to wear it for anyways. It's anyway, not anyways. That annoys the far out of me.
Also, worn should be O instead of A,
Yeah.
rather than warning it.
Stop! Don't come any closer.
Look, I've got a Santa set and I know how to use it.
Careful! I'll pop. I shouldn't say this. I'll pop presents out of my vajayjay if you come
And it doubles as a dart gun.
Welcome to the Cable Cat Show, where we will make really stupid, nasty shit.
Well, you kind of have to wonder how many presents she could possibly fit up there and exactly what they would be.
I'm just gonna keep going.
I'm thinking candy canes might be a possibility. The little ones, not the big ones. Maybe peppermint sticks instead.
You're gonna ruin candy canes for me.
No, 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 like the individually wrapped ones.
You're just making it worse. I wish we had that cotton candy maker, cause I'm like, some peppermint candy would probably be really good.
Stuff some cotton candy in her vagina, I guess.
Stop it. Stop
Hey,
it.
you didn't really change the subject. You
Yes,
just
I did.
brought
I'm
it up.
just like cotton candy would be good right now. No, have to ruin that. Well, if you go out with Mike again, then you will. Do you even know if it fits? Alice asked, a little annoyed. Why would she go out with Mike? And still, why would she wear a Santa suit or outfit or whatever the fuck it was you gave her? Bella, not wanting to lie to her friend and risk getting caught again. It's not that hard. Just say, yeah, it fits. I don't like it, and I don't like that asshole either, and you're a really shitty friend.
Honestly, why would you even wear a Santa Claus themed lingerie, I presume, even if you like the person? Like, wouldn't that take a bit before you can trust someone to wear
Yeah,
such a sexy outfit?
you would think, but not these people, or at
That
least
would be
Alice.
that would be like wearing a sexy Big Bird outfit or something like that. You
Oh
know,
my
you
God, they actually have that, I think.
oh dear.
This will be a something to talk about later, but you know, um, I'm on That Guy with Glasses a lot, and I like watching several of their shows. And they have one by Nash called "What the Fuck Is Wrong with You?" And last Halloween and this Halloween, they did their top 10 worst Halloween costumes. And last year, the worst costume was, I kid you not, somebody made a costume in the shape of so that you could be a giant black penis with
That
black face and everything.
that needs to happen. We need to dress up as that for our official bad fanfiction theater
Well, you can
Halloween.
be the carrot and I will be the lettuce.
All right, yes. I I approve of this. Then we can put saddles on them and
Run
ride them
around
around
like
like
pigs.
pigs.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We'll do that next year.
We're so not doing that next year.
No, no, we're not. Honestly, I haven't even tried it on. What? Alice screeched. Bella had to pull the phone away from her ear because Alice's yelling was too loud for her ear to handle.
Why do you talk to this woman on the phone? Like, why do you do it? Why
Because
would
I don't have
anyone
to
do
face
it?
her in person. I mean, look at this crazy shit she's saying on the phone. Do you really want to be around her in person?
Well, presumably they are around each other in person, and it's quite distressing, that fact.
Bella Marie Swan. Why say her full name? Who cares? Like, really? You will try that on right now. What does it matter? Nobody else is there except her to see
And who
how
else?
it looks.
And who else would even see the damn thing? What does it even matter? She's never gonna wear it unless she's fucking insane, which she may well be. But I mean, like, why would she even try it on? Why pressure her to try it on? I mean, that's not even why you give gifts in the first place. You don't.
I
Oh,
mean, I mean, granted, if I say I bought you a shirt or something, I would like you to try it on and show me, if you like it or, see you wearing it or something. But
yeah,
I'm not gonna force you to.
yeah, yeah. I mean, she's putting a lot of pressure on Bella to do this, and it's just. It's a it's a stupid lingerie suit. It's like sexy Easter bunny or something, you know?
Which probably
Which
exists.
probably exists, yes, sadly.
There's
Sadly.
sexy Bert and Ernie.
Well, I'm surprised there isn't a gay Bert and Ernie porn already. Well, I better not say that. There
I was
probably is.
gonna say, if we look hard enough, we can probably find it.
We probably won't have to look very hard for those, let me just say.
Because then I will, let's see, hold on. Why? Bella questioned, raising an eyebrow even though Alice wasn't able to see it. Well, of course not, she's on the phone, unless you're using Skype like we are when using the webcam. Except we're not using the webcam. Anyway, because then I will know you wore it once, and Rose and my money would have at least some. Wait, what? Because then I will know you wore it once, and Rose and my money would have at least have some use. Had some use. Had.
Alice speak English good.
K-woman speak. Plebeian, no nonsense. Alice said.
You know,
Yes?
her bizarre insistence on this makes it seem uncomfortably like she has some sort of Christmas-themed fetish. Yeah, like if I were Bella, I'd be like, look, you got me this gift. I didn't really ask for it.
I appreciate the thought, even though I don't care for it and have no use for it. But I'm not putting it on for you, because we're not like that. I'm not a plebeian, so back off. Fine, what do you want me to do when I'm wearing it? Why would you ask that? Just...
Who would ever ask that?
Bella asked, a little annoyed. Yeah. Call me and let me know what? Call me and let me know that it fits, Alice said. Why can't you just wait a minute on the phone? Why do I have to call back? Give me 5-10 minutes. I will be back on the phone. Go make a popcorn or something.
Go make popcorn for the verdict of whether or not the stupid lingerie set fits.
Bye, Alice, Bella said. Bye, Bella, she responded. Oh, and don't forget to call me, promise, Alice added. Back to her cheerful self. I swear her mood swings can give you whiplash.
Or at least I can wish.
Yeah. Or maybe just stop being friends with her since she's a dick.
Seriously?
Bella thought as she answered Alice's question. Promise. Stupid little pixie, Bella cursed as she hung up the phone and tossed it onto her leather couch. Why does it matter? It's leather. What am I even going to need that for anyway? Not anyways. Don't put that S there. I hate that. Bella asked herself. It's not like Bella has a boyfriend who she can entertain with all the little things Alice and Rose buy her all the time. Because friends do that.
Yeah,
don't I bought you plenty of dildos, haven't I? Because we're good friends.
I've actually bought out Bad Dragon for you.
Awkward conversation later.
I think my idea of an innocent comment is completely different than the rest of the world.
Yes.
But then you have made some comments.
Yes. And also I want to say is, as soon as she, like, even before she actually hangs up the phone, she says this while she's hanging up the phone, clear enough for Alice to hear if she still has the receiver, next to her ear. Stupid little pig. Because you say that about your friends. You call them, okay, you and your friends are douchebags. That's all I have to say.
I promise. Oh, blasted, stupid, emasculating. Click. What was that?
You liked me, Bella. Sad face. Stupid little pixie, Bella cursed as she hung up the phone, then tossed it onto her leather couch. Because we so needed to know that was leather. What am I even going to need that for anyway? Bella asked herself. It's not...
Leather.
What?
a leather couch is useful for getting stuck to when it's
Yes.
hot and when you're naked. So one of the
And
two,
awkward noises, I'm sure it's going to make while you and whoever shows up are busy doing the business on it.
yeah, yeah, I think one of those two conditions will definitely occur in this story, probably on the leather couch. So I thought I'd just mention it here and now.
It's not like Bella has a boyfriend. I thought we were using past tense. Why are we suddenly have has? Should be had. Anyway, entertained with all the little things Alice and Rose buy her all the time, which would be really awkward if my friends suddenly got me stuff like that. Bella not wanting
Deja vu.
Bella, not wanting to prolong the inevitable, ran up to her room and began searching high and low for the stupid lingerie set Alice was forcing her to wear. No, she's not. And why didn't you just tell her you didn't know where it was?
That or just be like, yeah, I'll totally try it on, and then just don't. Call her back and be like, yeah, I tried it on, it's fine. You know,
Yeah,
little white lie, but protects everybody's feelings. Not that anybody's not an asshole, but still.
I can't believe she talked me into this, Bella groaned as she rummaged through a stuffed bin in her closet.
She
A
didn't talk you into it. You agreed to it.
I don't even have to wear the outfit. I can just call Alice and tell her I'm wearing it, even if I'm not. Problem solved!
Exactly.
I mean, if your friend wasn't a dick, he wouldn't even have to tell this lie.
And honestly, like, unless she, like, wrote you a message in the crotch of something, you know, it's not going to matter whether you tried it on or not. Like, did she coat it with some sort of skin irritant cream or something? Is there itching powder in the bra? What's
I'll know if you wear it because I secretly put poison ivy in some sensitive places.
the
No,
panties are
actually,
coated with peppermint. It's festive for this season. What? Oh!
uh, let's see. A wave of guilt immediately made its way through Bella's body at the thought. Why? She didn't care about your feelings. Why do you care about hers?
Yeah, I kind of wonder that myself. I mean, given it is realistic in that some people are like that, but seriously.
I mean, she could be a pretty good friend, but she's being really fucking pushy, and you ought to tell her off. And be like, I'm sorry I got mad, but, like, seriously, I don't like the thing. Back off. If I have a reason to wear it, I will wear it. If not, too bad. You don't need to know about it.
You don't need to know about it, and I resent hiring those elves.
My mind just went to some bad place. Alice and Rose did buy it for me, and it came with a pretty hefty price tag, too. Why would they spend that much on lingerie?
And why would they tell her that it was a pretty hefty price tag? It's very tacky.
I mean, maybe you could guess that's really expensive, but you're supposed to take the price tag off because price does not matter.
Yeah, and really, I mean, you don't give someone a gift and be like, this cost 89.93 before tax.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. 89.93. You know, that's terrible. It's just like it's putting a price tag on your gesture.
Yes. If I was in her shoes, I would probably feel the same way about the. No, you wouldn't! I mean, granted, I'd probably feel bad that somebody hadn't tried out my gift yet, but it's lingerie. Sexy lingerie for that special moment in time.
I want to. We need to make an advert. for an intimate apparel shop. And you could be like, sexy lingerie for that special pointy time.
I said special, not sexy, but who cares?
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
I just thought it
Just
was
have
so
these
funny how it
phrases at the
came
top
out.
of
Like,
my lungs.
you can imagine someone special lingerie for your special moment.
In
Get
time.
your ass over here and buy it. And then try it on. And call me. I'll know if you're not wearing it.
It's got a special extra something on the inside, just to make sure.
There's a vibrator that will insert itself in a random orifice. That's actually kind of scary. But it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for a story like this.
No.
Look, I've got a vibrator in my nose now because I had it too close to my face. Are you happy?
Oh, that's adorable. The brunette concluded. She continued to rummage through, run through everything, looking for the sexy Santa outfit. She was finally able to locate it all the way at the bottom, buried beneath her old pajamas, and other lingerie Alice and Rose had bought her for her throughout the years, and I never worn because it didn't matter. And they probably heckled me about that too, and I still didn't wear the fucking things.
You know, though, Humpty Dumpty as a character has a prime name for something like that. Sorry. He does.
I'm just like, chirp, chirp, chirp.
Look, his name is Humpty, okay? I mean, that's his first name is Humpty. How often does that happen?
Well, I was focusing more on the Dumpty part, but maybe that's just because...
Okay, I didn't think about the Dumpty, but we're back with poop again now.
I'm sorry.
It always seems to come back to poop, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's because of star turds.
It is.
It's because
I honestly think, like,
turds.
I don't think we'd be talking about poop so much. Like, even if we talked about poop, it wouldn't be such a big thing if we hadn't read that damn star turd story.
Fuck the star turds.
Even when we read it, I think I said something like maybe in a month or two we'll be able to poop again, you know.
Yes, you did. Poop peacefully again.
Yes.
I don't think we will ever be able to because it still comes up, and it's been since the summer. Don't you my me. Anyway. Seriously, I hate that story. That thing.
It's so bad.
It's like a zombie. It doesn't go away.
It's so bad.
Then you shoot it in the head, and it's back as a sparkly ghost Jedi thing. No, it wouldn't be a Jedi. It'd be a Sith.
Giant
Sith.
sparkly ghost Jedi thing that shits ectoplasm at you. Maybe it's or shits force lightning. Who knows?
I don't want to know about that. The less I know about Jedis and poop, the better off we will be.
Let your anger grow.
And then start popping everybody in the head after you have sex with them and kill them. That's a great idea. And then go commit suicide afterwards. Because Chewbacca is too stoned to fly the Millennium Falcon. We have went way off course. Anyway. She surveyed the set up and down with disdain. How can someone even wear this without being embarrassed? How can we keep referencing poo and star turds without flying off into a rage? Wait, we can't.
Well, you know. At least it's not the Humpty Dumpty one.
The best lingerie in town. Wear it, have sex, and shit your pants. We'll take care of all your problems for you. Just take off and throw away.
Oh my god.
This is getting bad. We better keep going.
Okay. Well, it's my turn.
Yes, it is.
Looking in the mirror at her reflection 30 minutes later, Bella sighed.
How does it take you 30 minutes to put on lingerie?
Maybe she's just not very good at it. But then she'd have to be, like, ambitiously bad at it. Like, she'd have to fall out a second-story window when she tried to put her panties on or something. It would be a miracle if she managed not to drown in a rain shower.
Yeah.
But, yes. And this obviously is not the complicated type of lingerie. It's probably just pretty stupid. Maybe it has little hats for her boobs or something, like a little Santa hat.
Like little Santa hats, you kind of put on with a little tacky glue,
Yeah.
and then your partner just pulls them off when he's ready, and when he looks around, it tastes like peppermints. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking about this. We're just gonna keep reading.
Yay, 30 minutes later.
Yay! 30 minutes later.
Honest to the gods above, it did take Bella that long to put on the outfit. Half of the time was spent sitting in the bathroom sending death glares at the piece she held so much disdain for, and the other half was figuring out what went where.
You don't know where panties go, or bras, or stockings. Okay, a bra is not a thong. The thong is not a hat, and the stockings don't go on your arms unless it comes with arm stockings.
Alice is going to owe me big time for this, Bella thought.
How? She told you to do it and you agreed.
Exactly.
That's not owing anything.
You could have said, no, I don't want to wear that.
And then hang up on her.
Or you could have, said you were wearing it, or that you tried it on and it fit, whatever. If you're not going to wear it and you don't intend to wear it at any time, what does it even matter?
And then put it on Amazon and sell it.
Or eBay, or whatever.
And then use that money to buy you something you do want.
Oh, me. Before Bella called, Alice stopped by the mirror in her... What?
Before Bella called Alice, there should be a she there. And that B should be capitalized.
I was going to say, how the hell did she do that? She just dropped by her mirror. Hey, you look kawaii, bitch.
Thanks.
She couldn't help but smile a little.
Where? Oh. Okay, I found where we were. I'm okay.
Bella isn't one to be arrogant, but she had to admit that she did look pretty good in the outfit. The red silk contrasted against her pale skin perfectly, and the white fluffiness at the bottom of the skirt and the top of the bra added an innocent feel to the skimpy material.
It's lingerie. You're not gonna look innocent in lingerie.
The skirt was very, very short, and it accentuated her long-toned legs, but barely even covered her butt.
Bella is not like anywhere near a supermodel. So how does she have long-toned legs? She's supposed to be Miss Average Jane Doe. Whatever.
Well, it's an erotic fan fiction, so
Yes.
got gigantic booty and like luxurious long legs and a huge dick and a six-pack. Although not at the same time, obviously. Or actually, some of them maybe. So maybe she's just got a big dick, and that's what's causing her so much problems. So. Big Dick Bella, they called her in high school.
And it just swung around, but it wasn't anything compared to Edward's man carrot. Or Jacob's mushroom thing. Man fruit. Man fruit mushroom.
Jacob's mushroom thing.
What was it? A shriveled up wet mushroom? I think that's what that story referred to it as.
Something like that. It was something extremely unflattering. Oh my god. If she were to bend over, the red thong underneath would be very visible.
Which is the point of lingerie.
Yeah, you typically don't have a skirt that's not made of see-through material anyway. The bra was an extra push-up and barely covered her breasts, which made them look a little larger than usual. Call Alice.
Can you repeat that? You cut out.
Oh, sorry. The bra was an extra push-up and barely covered her breasts, which made them look a little larger than usual. Okay, time to call Alice.
I thought you said this made you look innocent. This doesn't sound innocent at all.
No, it definitely doesn't sound innocent. Bella started to look around her room for a cordless phone, but it was nowhere in sight.
You put it on the couch.
Yeah, and far be it from me to make a commentary on people being out of date, because I know people that still have, like phones with cords, but most people don't have a phone with a cord. Like, cordless phones are kind of so I don't know, whatever.
I didn't hear that at all.
What, you didn't hear what?
What you just said.
I said you had to try to find a phone with a cord these days. Like...
I'll be honest, it's not really that hard, or at least last I went to Kmart and looked around at the phones. Maybe even Walmart. Because, the really cheap phones, like for $10 or something, they have cords. And then also cordless.
I haven't seen a cordless... I'm cordless. I haven't seen a phone with a cord other than the one that we've had since, like, the 70s. In years. So like, I don't know. It just struck me as odd because, like, everyone I know just does not have a phone with a cord anymore.
Yeah. Well, everyone I really know, they just use their cell phones. So.
Yeah, a lot of people use their cell phones, but... Where did that stupid telephone go? When I need it, I can never find it. Now I have to go all the way downstairs, Bella mentally groaned. Ugh.
Well, then why didn't you just put it back on the receiver instead of throwing it onto the couch?
She sprinted down the stairs family room because you'd sprint wearing lingerie.
I didn't hear that at all. The lag is getting really bad, and I don't know what's causing it.
She sprinted down the stairs and into the family room, praying. No one saw her right now.
How? I mean, granted, you didn't say anyone else was home, but I'm assuming being a 21-year-old, you live by yourself, or your neighbors peeping Toms?
Yeah, and that's one hell of an apartment with stairs and various rooms and all this stuff. Like, what is it exactly that Bella does that she can afford such an apartment?
Maybe she makes Jacob pay for it. I don't know.
I don't know, but...
Didn't her mom have a bit of money or something like that?
Yeah, that's true. And her mother was nailing some sort of up-and-coming baseball star, so you never know. She began looking for the phone, completely oblivious to the noises coming from the chimney, because, you would ignore noises coming from a chimney. God, where did I put it? She moaned as she started lifting the pillows on the couch.
Yes, I would moan while I'm frustrated and looking.
God, where did I put it? Oh. Just then, there was a loud crashing noise and coughing. Bella dropped the pillow she was holding and crouched down behind the cocktail table. Yeah, a cocktail table is going to hide you from... How can you even get behind a cocktail table?
I don't know. I would have jumped behind the couch or ran away.
She tried to look through, wrong through, the black could... The black... Oh, cloud. The, the black hood of smoke that was protruding out of her chimney, but to no avail. The coughing increased as someone dressed as Santa emerged from the thick clouds and looked directly at her. You know, you should get that cleaned, a velvety voice said in between coughs. Sorry, I think I missed your name, Bella stuttered as she
I
looked.
wouldn't be asking that. There's some weirdo that came down your chimney.
Bella stuttered as she looked over the man in a Santa Claus, wrong claws, outfit.
I'm sorry, but I'm like, seriously, some weirdo just came down your chimney.
I know, and you're wearing themed lingerie that you don't want anyone to see, and you're asking someone his name? Why? Why? What sense does this make? In what universe would anybody think, I need to ask this guy his name? Why is it important?
It's not. Call the police.
The man opened his eyes and looked at the brunette woman crouched behind the table and raised an elegant eyebrow, completely ignoring her question. What are you doing over there?
That's none of your business. You're in her house.
She can crouch behind a table whenever she wants to. He wasn't able to get a good look at her because she had a curtain of brunette locks covering her face from his view, so she put her hair in front of her face.
Yes, she's now cousin it.
But what he could tell was that she had very long wavy locks of mahogany hair. Well,
Well,
guessed.
if that's the only thing you can see, no shit.
Answer my question first, she demanded, crossing her arms over her chest, letting him know she wasn't going to let the question go.
Why
That
are
is-
you sitting there?
Yeah,
Call
and
all the
how is he
police.
even seeing that since you are hidden behind a cocktail table? Isn't it obvious? He asked, pointing to his outfit and the black back slung over his slung behind his shoulder, behind his shoulder,
Santa
not
went
over
on
his
a killing
shoulder.
spree. It's a massacre clause.
I'm not stupid. Santa doesn't exist, Bella said as she turned her head to look
Because
at
that's what's important now.
the man. Tisk, tisk, tisk. And if you are so curious, my name is Edward Cullen, also known as Santa Claus all over the world.
You
Now,
know
whoever
that's
told you...
bullshit.
Whoever told you Santa isn't real? He asked as he surveyed the woman crouching behind. It is a known fact. She
I
shot
didn't hear
back.
the end of that. What the? Are you both drunk right now? Is that the whole reason this is happening? You're both drunk?
Oh, God.
That's the only way this makes sense is both of them have clearly had too much and are now having a very awkward situation and conversation.
This is insanity. My name is Bella Swan, and you, Edward... Oh, wait, no. What is your name? And if Santa isn't real, then what am I? He asked her. My name is Bella Swan, and you, Edward, are some creep who just came out my chimney for no apparent reason.
Thank you. Now
Thank
call
you.
the
Yes,
police.
exactly.
Go get a knife, hold him at knife point, and call the police. Or go to next door. Who cares how you're dressed? There's a weirdo in your house.
Well, I don't know how helpful the neighbors would be if you ran out in this Santa-themed lingerie and claimed that someone had come down your chimney and was after you.
I don't care. Have them call the police anyway. Something weird's going on.
He laughed at her statement. If I wasn't Santa, then how would I know that you wanted? Let's see. He started as he began looking through several sheets of paper. He pulled out a crumpled-out white one and began reciting it to her. Well, he's not really reciting it if he's reading off of it, but... A green scarf, new black boots, a loofah, mustache remover... That mustache remover is for my friend, Bella cut in. Sure it is, he said sarcastically. Bras, underwear... Okay, but that doesn't prove anything. Probably got that list from my friend Alice. Who
Somebody.
would put that on their Christmas list? I would just go out and get some of these things.
Yeah.
Like a loofah, moustache remover, bras, underwear. I don't want bras or underwear for my Christmas gifts. I don't want personal hygiene items for Christmas, unless it's like an electric shaver, a razor.
Or
Or
like
something.
a nice bath set where you got like bath salt and
Yeah, I mean, a
something. Yeah.
bath set is nice, but like something like a moustache remover is kind of a bit personal.
But Bella does make a great point here, even though she still hasn't called the police or gotten away from this crazy guy. Like, you probably just got that from my friend Alice. In which case, you're not going to question if she's okay or did she do this or what?
Yeah, I think this is, in any case, something that would make any sensible person go and question their friendship with Alice. Just
If
the
not
suspicion,
before already.
just the suspicion that she might have, gotten this dude to go down her chimney conveniently when she's in this lingerie, dressed as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
She said harshly as she stood up from her sitting position, ready to snatch the list away from his curious eyes.
Why would you even get that close to him? He's a crazy person that came down your chimney.
Bella completely forgot what she was wearing until she looked up at the man.
How do you forget that?
Well, this is Bella. She obviously doesn't have all of her mental
Couldn't rub two
faculties.
sticks together and make a fire, yeah.
Yeah, in this story anyway. Bella completely forgot what she was wearing until she looked up at the man's glazed-over green eyes. Glazed over? That's terrifying. He has some beautiful eyes.
That
Bella.
doesn't matter right now.
Bella thought as she looked into their darkened depths. She watched in a daze as the man began to take off his Santa hat and fake beard, which was concealing his identity.
Why didn't you mention this earlier? And why would you let him do this? Go call the police.
Underneath all the material was the most gorgeous guy Bella has ever laid eyes on. He had pale skin that looked silky smooth, emerald green eyes, which she mentioned before, but were even more prominent now, and an untamed mop bronze-colored hair. Gorgeous is an understatement, Bella thought, looking at the man. He is a walking Adonis. To be honest, he looked really out of place in Bella's small family room. He looks like he should be a statue in the Seattle Art Museum, or maybe on the cover of Vogue. the cover of Vogue.
And my statement still stands. What does any of this matter?
Yeah. Bella continued to watch him as he began unbuttoning his large red coat and peeled it off, laying it on the rocking chair.
Because I would be
next to
questioning this at all.
I would be thinking, like, did Alice hire a stripper?
Stripper claws.
Like, stripper claws actually comes down your chimney,
That wouldn't be so bad if such a thing exists, but I think they would have to give you a small notice before they actually came down your chimney and stripped for you.
Yeah, because they wouldn't want to be set on fire, for one.
Nor arrested.
Nor arrested, yes, obviously. Bella continued to watch him as he began unbuttoning his... No, I got there. Bella marveled at the sight of him, only in a skin-tight black t-shirt that showed off his chest muscles and his flat stomach. So he was only wearing a t-shirt at this point? That's what it said! God, he is so hot. She couldn't help but stare at the magnificent sight in front of her. She didn't know how much longer she would be able to hold off before she jumped him.
Because I would have sex with some weirdo in my house who just started taking off his clothes. That makes perfect sense. Who am I to question the ideal logic of this story?
Take a picture, it will last longer.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Edward.
Puffing his chest out, pretending to pose for a picture, making his chest muscles strain against the tight fabric, and in the process made Bella suck in a deep breath. Bella snorted. You wish, she said after
because that's romantic and sexy.
She said after she recovered from her ogling. The man smirked and stepped forward, making Bella take a cautious step backwards.
the first time you did something that makes sense.
He took another step forward, and she took one backwards. It was a game of predator and prey, and it ended when Bella hit her couch and fell back into the comfortable pillows, Edward quickly climbing on top of her, trapping her to her couch.
Because the first thing we do when some weirdo comes into my house when we first meet each other is instantly have sex.
You know this can be illegal, Bella weakly said.
Yes,
I
it
would
is
think
illegal.
so. Yes. And how's that? He asked smugly.
Are you that stupid, you retard? No, it's not him necessarily that's retarded. It's Bella. This can be illegal, and he knows why.
Fundamentally, at an early age, you probably should have learned that it doesn't pay to stick your dick wherever you please. You are. Bella just couldn't think straight.
You haven't been thinking straight since the beginning of the story.
Yes, there has not been a relation to logical flow anywhere here. Logic has flown over the moon and is now orbiting Venus. The man in front of her was just too good looking for his own good. Bella did the unthinkable. What, she got up and called the police?
Well, actually, I was going to say, like, you were the one who raped him somehow, because he was just too good looking for his own good. And I'm just like, role reversal.
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Aye, matey.
She lifted her arms and belched loudly, and
and did the worm backwards so she could get out from under him, and then she went and called the police.
She lifted her arms and laid his face closer to hers and crashed her lips, onto his in a searing kiss, and apparently a painful one too.
We already have a relay aboard that's a grill. We don't need another one.
Edward pulled back and looked into Bella's eyes and gasped at what he saw. Tiny images of his mother dancing in her irises with a horse.
With a horse.
I don't know.
No, with the Titanic. And
With
then
the Titanic, yes, and everybody
she gave birth to boat heads.
Yes, everybody had boats for heads.
Nobody's going to get that until much later, but if we've already done something along the lines of with the Titanic.
Her eyes were clouded with pure lust, and it can't be illegal if you're enjoying it. Well, that's not true. Or if you are the one who instigated it, also not true. He responded to a previous comment.
As any time you say no, no is no, and then it becomes rape. Or if you have the inability to say yes or no. That too.
Also, claiming that something can't be illegal if you're enjoying it doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work no matter what it is, because plenty of people enjoy things, a lot of things, that are still quite illegal.
Yes.
Edward ducked his head and brought his lips back onto her now swollen ones.
He ducked his head from what? Like your strange eye projectiles of his mother and the Titanic horse head thing?
Also, her lips are now swollen, which may mean that she really did sort of headbutt him with her lips. Kind of freaky. Bella moaned in pleasure, and that only fueled Edward's desire for her. Edward trailed his skillful fingers from her hair and down her sides to take her hips into his grasp.
How do you know it was skillful? Have you had sex before? How do you know?
I guess compared to Mike, he's...
No, he only tricked her, in quotation marks, into a date, not into the bed. So that we're aware of.
Oh, me. Um, Edward detached his lips from hers and started trailing wet kisses down her neck and along her collarbone. Bella fisted.
Feisted. She
No,
feisted.
it's fisted.
Is it? It looks like feisted.
Bella fisted her hands in his luscious locks, thank goodness, tugging on the strands of hair when he lightly bit down on her skin. Never use the word fist as a verb because it doesn't mean that.
No.
It does not mean that. When he lightly bit down on her skin. Edward slowly trailed his lips back up to hers and laid a little kiss on them before trailing down to her eager breast. I'm just envisioning them just like bouncing around, you know, like sort of making these sort of puppy sounds. You know.
Me, next. No, me.
Edward unhooked the red bra and released her supple mounds from their restraints.
Supple mounds.
Supple mounds. Sorry. Oh, God, you are so perfect, Edward purred when he saw her breasts. He ducked his head to them and lustfully ravished them. In a skillful manner, you know, like a manor house.
Yes.
But before moving downwards, to he woman hoodoo.
Woman hoodoo.
A woman hoodooed. No, he woman hoodooed. Downwards to he woman hoodooed. Oh, Edward. Bella moaned as Edward caressed her more than ready core. Edward couldn't help but moan when he felt want for him. Bella could tell he wanted her too by the feel of his arousal pressing up against her thigh.
Wait, her thigh, but he's supposed to be down there. His face is planted in your crotch, you said. How is that pressing in your thigh?
He's very flexible. I guess he's going to demonstrate how he gets through those long, lonely nights.
With just reindeer.
But do you recall?
The most famous reindeer of them all. We better not go any farther.
Oh, we'll get haunted by burr lives. A little excited, are we? Edward asked huskily. Oh, a little excited, are we? Edward asked huskily. You're not one to talk, Wrong-Yaw, Bella said as she threw her head back when Edward pushed her panties to the side. Oh, okay. Pushed her panties to the side, although as they're thongs, that may not be the wisest thing to do. And delved 2 digits into a dripping center and began a fast rhythm.
Well,
yes.
we're going to the sex part rather quickly instead of a lot of foreplay and getting to know each other.
Well, you know, it's Santa Claus. If you can't trust Santa Claus to finger your clitoris, who can you choose?
Mrs. Claus is going to be pissed.
My goodness. Maybe she likes to watch. Maybe that's her thing. That's another story for another day.
Well, I was going to say, well, I guess that's what all the elves are for when their job's done on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
You never know. Edward may get nailed by a bunch of elves. Maybe she likes big clusterfucks. Let's see. Yes, Edward, please. Faster. Bella panted.
Good puppy. Good puppy.
Edward happily obligated to her commands. as he pushed his fingers into her at a much quicker pace. "Do you like that, Bella?" Edward asked as he watched her as she had her eyes tightly.
I don't think she would say, yes, please, faster if she didn't like it.
Also, she may not want to thrash her head from side to side like that. She could sprain something. And then how would you explain that you'd sprained something when Santa Claus, a surprisingly hot Santa Claus, was fingering you, who had just come down your chimney, and you were in a Santa-themed lingerie set? Like, I would like to see the medics' faces when the ambulance comes. I just want to see this being explained. Anyway. Yes, I'm going. That's a different story altogether.
Oh,
Altogether.
Okay, look, you're just not as good as I thought, so I'm just gonna go. Okay, thanks, bye.
I was implying something different altogether, but
Okay, well, it went over my head.
Going.
Oh, you mean more peeing and pooing?
Yes.
Well, thankfully I thought of something else instead of poop and pee this time.
But that would be funny too if she just got up and left. Oh, it's so good. All right, I'm gone. Bye.
Don't you want to come? No, I'm good. I can finish this on my own. Bye.
Oh my goodness. Let it go. Let it go, Edward whispered in her ear. He was immediately mortified by her doing exactly that. He had not anticipated that she had actually got her words correct, and he had not anticipated what followed. Many people died inexplicably. And
it was
then
one
many
hell of a
people sued.
shitstorm for the Northwest.
Oh, God. Edward whispered in her ear, immediately making her come undone. How does that work? Edward continued with his pace as she rode out her orgasm. Edward pulled out his fingers and licked them clean. So good, Edward said in a daze. He quickly snapped out of his trance and stood up to his full height, because it's not height, and carried Bella over to the desk in the family room. With one swift movement, he has cleared off all the items on the desk with his arm as they all went crashing to the floor. Probably broke.
Yeah, didn't bother to ask her if there was anything important in there, and why don't you guys just go to the bedroom? I'm sure Bella has one of those.
Yeah, she was in it earlier, remember?
Yes.
Got that leather couch that's also, surely going to come up in the story and isn't going to be even remotely realistic because sex on the leather couch is a nightmare, but there you go. Where was I? Oh, yes. I'll clean it up. Oh, no, he'll clean it up later, Edward said as he gently laid Bella down on the desk.
I guess ill is an elf.
He'll clean it up later.
Okay, sir.
Boss, you asshole.
Why does he always get the sex with the hot chicks? I always get this shit.
They've got that too. Are you sure you want to do this? Edward asked, looking down at Bella straight in the eye. Please say yes, he thought. She nodded her head. I wouldn't want anything more. Yes!
Like calling the police!
In no time, Edward was positioned right in front of her and tore away her skirt and underwear, throwing them carelessly across the room. Edward slowly guided himself into her before he filled her completely. He slowly pulled out and plunged into her, making her cry out. The two of them found a rhythm together, and their bodies started to move as one. "Oh yes, Edward, you feel so good," Bella yelled, channeling the spirit of William Shatner. That only heightened Edward's desire for her.
Apparently he's a huge Trekkie.
"Oh yes, Edward, you feel so good."
Why don't you do me good like you did last night? You should see me because I have my hands out like I'm Spider-Man for some reason, climbing a wall. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but I'm doing it.
Oh, that's great. That only heightened Edward's desire for her as he started plunging into her harder and deeper, his movements becoming more eager to please her. Their bodies, both misspelled, started to become slick with the sheen coat of sweat that's not proper. Bella wound her arms around his neck, bringing him down for a passionate kiss before she orgasmed for the second time that day.
That was awfully sudden.
It was awfully sudden.
I'm like, you need to take a time out before the female body can do that again. I don't know about the male, but
it's pretty much the same. Actually, it usually takes longer for men to recover than it does women. But yeah, so in all of 30 seconds, Edward has blown his load. So, oh no, wait, Bella blew her load. So there we go. Edward, feeling Bella's release getting closer, took hold of her hips.
I like that better.
Took hold of her lips, and she was like, "Oh well, so close. You've got my lip."
The mark of a true master of pleasing the opposite sex, grabbing their lips.
"Edward, I'm so close." Bella managed to get out in between moans. Edward grunted and continued to plunge into her a rapid pace.
Rapid pace.
Yeah. A rapid pace, yes. And he went, "Oh." I'm giving all the sound effects today. It's a special occasion. Bella screamed Edward's name in pleasure as her orgasm took over her, immediately sending Edward over the edge when he too yelled her name. Wait, he too yelled her name, but she yelled his name. He wasn't yelling his name. Anyway, Edward rolled off.
Edward, so good. Yeah, I'm so good, Edward. Yeah, yeah.
You go, boy.
No,
way to
I'm
stick your penis in and rock your hips so that you insert and withdraw and insert and withdraw several times until you reach climax in sexual fulfillment.
I'm so flashing back to Star Trek again because if you remember that part with Luke's just supposed to be jacking off and he's just like, "That's how you do it, Lukey boy." You remember that, and I'm just like, why would you be encouraging yourself? Star Trek, it will never go away.
No, it will haunt us forever. Let's see. Laid on his side as he watched Bella. She was currently playing with the sweaty strands of hair on the back of his head.
Aren't you guys on a desk?
Yes, presumably they are, and it must be one hell of a big desk.
Yes.
I mean, that's pretty massive if it can accommodate 2 adults side by side. God, that was amazing, Bella said. I know. You up for round 2? Edward asked with
Guys, just finished. Wait 30 minutes to an hour.
That's round 3 for Bella.
Yes.
I mean, she already went round 2. And so they did, and the sounds of kisses, words, pants, groans, moans, farts, shifts, squishes, splotches, various other bodily function noises, and the sound of something wet hitting something firm filled the house one last time before they both drifted off into a peaceful slumber, presumably half-dressed and on the desk. Half-dressed and on the desk with their
Yes.
bits.
Because that's where I want to sleep, on top of my desk. That's real comfortable. And of course,
And
it's going to get in the way of my computer or my TV or my printer and scanner and my art supplies and
and
lolling
surely,
pedo stew who's sitting over there and my lamp and both my external hard drives.
and surely there can't be any sort of, stains or unfortunate fluids that have, gotten on the surface of the desk or on the people that they might want to, wash off or anything like that. No, they just decided to sleep in it, which will make the room smell great, let me tell you.
Uh,
Smells like a monkey house in here. Happy Christmas.
Bella awoke the next morning to the sound of the wind whistling outside. She yawned and stretched her sore muscles and realized she wasn't in her bedroom. No shit, Sherlock. Letting
She's
her
like the wind.
She's
She's
like
like the wind. She blows everyone.
ah. Letting her eyes adjust to the light pouring in through the window, she realized she was downstairs in her family room. What am I doing down here? She asked herself
You
as
weren't drunk. What? Why don't you recognize it? Why don't you remember what happened?
because I'm stupid, remember? Like, it took me 30 minutes to put on lingerie, and then I didn't throw some weird ass guy that came down my chimney out of my house or call the police on him. And instead, I had sex with him.
Apparently she has flash memory.
hmm What am I doing down here? She asked herself as she looked around the room. Her eyes soon settled on a well sculpted naked man sleeping on his stomach, his butt uncovered for her to see. Bella tried not to laugh, but the sight was just so funny. How?
How is that funny?
It's his
Was he
ass.
farting in his sleep? Is that how it was funny?
Do 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 do.
Like, how is that even funny?
I don't know.
I don't get that.
She picked up his blanket.
When did
What
he get a
blanket?
blanket?
Just now, I guess. Off the ground and covered his sleeping form. Oh, now everything that took place last night started to rung through her mind over and over again like a broken record.
Okay, so you didn't remember what happened last night. You saw a naked dude,
Thought his ass was
unconscious,
funny.
unconscious, yeah, that you thought was funny. Yet it didn't occur to you that even though you couldn't apparently remember what happened last night, there was a naked man in your room, in your apartment, in your room next to you, asleep on his stomach, like some unconscious naked dude that you can't remember to that point. And this doesn't concern you? How?
Bella began looking around and noticed several discarded clothing articles around her family. Well, of course! You guys had sex! Of course your clothes are gonna be all over the place. There was a Santa hat laying in the branches of her Christmas tree. How? She looked around more and saw a large red coat with white fur outlining the edges, matching pants, and black leather booth. A black
Wow,
leather booth?
there's apparently a booth in the living room.
All were scattered around her family room floor. You said that already. Bella looked another uh Bella looked another look around her family room and saw a fake white beard hanging from her ceiling fan. What?
When
What?
did he throw it up there?
I don't know. That was some wild party we had when we weren't drunk.
I don't know how you can just not remember this. What?
Above, go ahead. I, above and with it was her skimpy red bra, up on the fan. And
I
given
don't
the
know how
fact,
any of this got where it did, but
and if the, granted, we haven't said that the fan was on or not, but I would imagine that if the fan was on, it would have slung it off or ripped it apart. Bella blushed and didn't even bother to look under her blanket. What blanket? For she already knew what would greet her. Not wanting to have Santa wake up. You're actually going to call him Santa now? Really? And see her in this current state. He had sex with you! It doesn't matter now.
obviously he's not gonna. It's not going to bother him too much. He
He
liked what
liked
he
what he
saw enough to
saw.
have sex with you.
And see her in this current state. She wrapped her blanket around her and hauled her ass upstairs to get this.
She hold her ass.
Yes, it was quite a big ass. And so she had to
Hold
pull on the straps and get it to follow her up the stairs. But it was
like,
neighing
like
the
a
entire
hole.
time.
Like I always think of. I think of like a not a cashew, a walnut or something. You know, with like a hole. Or like popcorn. You know, like she had the little golden holes upon each buttock. A giant hole on each buttock.
Once she was in her room, she started rummaging through her drawers looking for something decent to wear. Because you're not going to take a shower or anything or keep a sample for the police. Whatever. She decided on plain red sweater and black sweatpants. Yeah, because I'd put that on. Sure, why not? Bella didn't even bother to do anything with her hair because it was a wild mess and was completely unmanageable.
Unnameable. What is this? An eldritch horror? Her hair turned into Cthulhu overnight.
Well, that would explain Bella's whole presence in Twilight. She's an unspeakable horror. She hurried back downstairs and started gather.
It's such an exciting story.
Yes, it is. And started gather all her garments. Why is that in, quotation marks? They are clothes. They're underwear. And also it should be gathering, not just gather. From the night before. She grabbed all of Santa's, aka Edward's. Yes, we know that already. We were already told
unlike
this.
some people, have been paying attention.
And placed them next to the fireplace. You could at least wash them, maybe? I don't know. And would get her bra and his beard down from the fan when he wakes up. Why? Just whatever. As a matter of fact, she should have him get it, especially with her clumsiness. She was likely to fall. Uh-huh. The chances were going to be even higher when she knew she had a very sexy Edward watching her. Then why don't you get it now?
Yeah, you would think that would make logical sense, but as we have determined, logical sense does not come easily to Bella.
No. Oh my God, Bella yelled as Edward went to roll over, but ended up falling onto the floor. Well, that's kind of what happens when you sleep on a desk. The blanket that was covering his body was now laying next to him, revealing everything to her. Which you've already seen.
Oh wait, they typoed it. It's reveling.
Oh, reveling.
So I guess it was more of an exciting thing that seems more appropriate than revealing, but I'm pretty sure that's actually a typo.
What
Which
should
is sad because it doesn't make any sense, but
no. What should I do? What do you mean what you should do?
well, last night you did Edward.
Yes, and earlier you covered him in a blanket after looking at his ass and laughing about it. Bella whispered to herself as she turned around so she wouldn't be looking at him like some weird. You guys had sex! If anybody's a weird creep, it's him. He's the one that came down the chimney dressed as Santa Claus.
And then diddled you. I mean, come on.
Doing what she thought was right, she walked over to him and placed the fuzzy material on top of him, trying to keep her eyes solely on his face. What fuzzy material? The
How is he even
blanket?
asleep? How is he even staying asleep?
I don't know. When that task was completed, Bella plopped onto the couch and flipped on the television. Not having anything better to do at the moment, she switched the channels and saw that there wasn't anything on because it was Christmas. Because they're not playing the Christmas story or anything. They're not playing anything Christmassy on TV. Really? So she went to the news channel where there was a picture of Santa on the screen. That immediately caught her interest, and Bella observed the picture. Under
Then
all
she frantically fingered herself.
under all of the fur and material, she was able to make out two very familiar gleaming emeralds. She felt a shiver go down her spine. He had the most beautiful eyes she has ever seen on a human being. The picture quickly disappeared, and on screen was a picture of a woman, obviously the news broadcaster. It's not a picture of a woman, it's actually her they're filming at the news station.
Except she was taking off her clothes and had claimed that she was Joan of Arc. Went through the kitchen.
Today was a tragedy for most kids and some adults around the world. More than half.
The whole word. The
whole word. More than half of the kids didn't receive their presents from Santa. The woman paused and looked into the camera with a sad expression. This footage was just brought into is not too long ago. It appears Santa got a little too busy at someone's house last night and forgot to deliver the rest of the presents.
How would you know?
The woman finished with a sad smile. And I'm sure Mrs. Claus will be really happy when she finds out.
Yeah, what is this? Is this really ethical as a journalist?
She slowly faded out, and now on the screen was Santa stopped on someone's roof. The person with the camera zoomed out at Bella's breath got caught in her mouth. It's her throat, Dom. And reword that sentence better. On the camera was Santa getting ready to slide down her chimney. The news station sped up the footage, and at the bottom of the screen you can see the time the film was being shot, and it said 3:30 a.m. She remembered seeing the time 12:30 a.m. being at the bottom of the screen when the footage first started.
So someone was standing out there for 3 hours shooting her roof.
How did that person stand out there for 3 hours? Bella asked herself. The screen froze, and the blonde lady from before reappeared on the screen. As you can see, Santa didn't emerge from the woman's house this morning. How do you know it's a woman? I mean, granted, it's the news, you can probably find out, but still.
And it was supposed to be an apartment.
Emerged from the woman's house this morning, upsetting a lot of children out there, the lady said. Thankfully, this person had the camera set on this woman's house for a very odd reason and was able to catch all of this on tape.
Wait, thankfully?
Yes, thankfully.
Why is that thankfully? I'll bet it's Mike. I'll bet it's Mike creepily filming her.
This is Lauren Mallory reporting live from Seattle News, and I hope all is going to go well this Christmas.
Well, apparently it's
How?
not.
Nobody got their gifts. Bella turned off the television and looked over at the now awake Edward. About said now naked. I was about to flip out like, he's been naked! And she jumped in surprise. She wasn't expecting to see him, expecting him to be awake. She thought back to the news broadcasting, and guilt washed over her like a tidal wave. Tidal wave?
No, that's a tittle wave.
A tidal wave. Until Edward's soothing voice calmed her nerves. So, do you believe in Santa now? Edward asked, smiling, those same green emeralds gleaming with amusement. His smile was contagious, and she couldn't help but smile back and nod her head. But
To hell with all the people that didn't get their gifts.
Yeah, it's not like I should make a special broadcast and be like, sorry about it coming a day late. I'll never let that happen again.
And seriously, asshole on the news. Who does that? Yeah, here's the house where it was. Just in case you want to go there, with like a pitchfork and a torch, set it on fire because there's one nailed Santa. Nobody got gifts.
So what do you think, guys? I don't even remember how I came up with this, lol. I think it was during math class when I was bored out of my mind. Because that's what I think about in math class. I think about, what if Edward Cullen was Santa Claus? And he showed up on Christmas to nail Bella. Haha, most likely. That doesn't make sense! And symbol, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Important! Should I change this into a short story? I'm leaving it all up to you guys because I write for my readers. Happy face. So let me know. So let me know. Please, please, please review. Your words are always so inspiring. Come back running, XX star.
Well, all right.